See if this works. Starting the stream. Am I live? Am I live? I am live. It worked. Thank goodness. I was having a panic attack there. Well, not really. So, welcome to another Sourcing in Real Life. I am testing some stuff with live stream. I'm being a nerd again. I figured out what my issue was. I wasn't able to get on and stream, so I am testing some stuff out still. Oh man, that actually looks pretty great. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you guys can see that. It doesn't look like a bunch of blurry words. That's great. Everything's happening like I want it to. Alright, you can't really see me, sorry. Here. I was messing with stuff. And I can put this here. So if I ever do have a guest, you can see my monitor. You see my other monitor. And I can have the guest right there if I want to. If anybody ever wants to join me on Sourcing in Real Life. I need to turn my light off. Okay, this is gonna be cool. Because you can see my screen, you can see me. I can live stream. This is what I've been working towards for a while now. And I'm gonna talk about something that I have a little bit of access to, human predictions. Jeremy DaCosta had written about this, and I just wanted to show you guys around, do a little bit of an unboxing video on this because I've been really impressed with some of the searches and some of the things they have built into this thing. Now this is a paid tool. I believe it's $1,500 per quarter. But especially if you're in the tech field and you're looking for a resource that does a little bit of everything, this is definitely something that's raised my eyebrows in a few ways. And you know, it's just something that I really appreciate them to let me take a look at it and kind of show people around. So let's see. This is more based on in the tech field. So you can do a general search like this. You can add different technologies. Let me see while it thinks. It's thinking. Okay. So obviously you're looking for Java. And you can filter it down. Let's see. Let's look for Backbone. Okay. And it shows your skills here. Pretty standard stuff. And let's look in a place I'm not looking. Let's look in New York. So let's see. Okay. And so what this technology does is it basically aggregates, like I've aggregated different websites DIY style, but it puts it all into each social profile, and they pull from several different repositories that we don't typically go to, like NPM and some other places like that. And basically they give you a breakdown on who's active, who's more active. That's what's in the screen here. It's people that are more active in the space. Let me add a couple more variables here. Let's add spring and get that total number down a little bit. So it goes like to places like GitHub, like Stack Overflow, Meetup, Twitter, things like that, and pull in results based on who's active, who's moving around, who's commenting, and stuff like that. And the green people you see here are people that are going to be more active, more likely to move because they're more active in some of these repositories. They're making updates, things like that. The yellow are going to be less active. The red are going to probably not be very active at all, may not have touched that technology or forum in a couple of years. And you can also see they've got several different social profiles here. So like I said, they pull from various places, and when you go in and you click on somebody from, it looks like he's in Connecticut. It's really cool because you get their emails, you get their social profiles, you get their work history, which is nice. You get their skills, you get the events that they've attended, meetups, things like that. The education is there, bio is there. So the bios, I mean, that's pretty cool. You got the different bios there. Meetups, the GitHub, repositories they're following, Twitter, which is see how active they are, GitHub topics. I mean, it's truly a full social profile. It's really cool, and these aren't just site searches. These are actual links, which always raise an eyebrow. Let me see if this is actually a Facebook. And let's see what's this. What is CB? It's investor news aggregator. Pinterest. We have his Pinterest account. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So actual profile, thumbs up from Greg. What's this? Is this an actual profile? LinkedIn's gonna slow down my computer. Actual profile, thumbs up from the Greg. And Crunchbase. Okay, that's one that I haven't typically delved into too much. That I probably should. And yeah, so you can see these are actual profiles. These aren't just a site search or a Google search or a Bing search on these different profiles for this one person. This is one person, but you've got their email here. I know they have some other features around engagement as well, but I'm just kind of testing this out for the search feature, and I found, I mean, honestly, that's a lot of information. That's really where I think the future of recruiting is headed, is to having profiles like this where you can click on it. You can see where they live, where they're putting their code, where they're putting their information. And I mean, I would love to see this outside of tech for something like healthcare, for something like mechanical, electrical engineers. But those are harder forms to really tap into, and not something that tools like this typically will access. So, but I mean, like, it gives me a full work history, gives me different information about the person, gives me ways to contact them, and the other feature that I really like is, like, you can take several of these and they have an export feature built in. So export feature down here. Oh, you can't see because my screen's in the way. Let me do that. Let me move this. Let me move this. Let me move this. Oh, let me move this. I can't move that. Oh, I need to make my screen smaller. So let me do this. So you see right here the CSV. You can literally click on that and it'll pull a CSV file for you. I'll show you what that looks like, but that's extremely helpful as far as tracking, as far as pulling it into an ATS. Let me see if I've got that here. I'll have to look on my other screen. Here's an example of what that looks like. And you know what? You guys are helping me test this out because I see people are commenting. Thanks, John, for checking my live stream. This is exactly what I was looking for. So, and so let me get back on track with what I was doing. I promise I'll be more formal in the future, but so with this, and hopefully you guys can see that. Like look here, name, email, location. This is for another search I did a while back. You got the skills, you got the hiring priority or the HP priority, which is whether they're active or not. Website, direct website, LinkedIn, GitHub, Twitter, Stack Overflow, server fault, which I haven't heard of, but I'll definitely check out. Dribble, face. I mean, like, look at all these. This is a social profile. This is a full social profile. This is really impressive because they do all this. They pull all this for us so that I can know how to best engage candidates, whether it's on Twitter, whether I see that they're more active on Twitter, whether it's at a meetup that's in my local area. It's a huge deal, and so I'm very impressed with this, and I don't really say that too often, but I mean, it does a lot of the work that we do on a manual basis very quickly one and done pretty much. So yeah, definitely check this out. I talked to the guys over there pretty extensively about their tool and everything that they do. And if you do have funds for something like this, even if it's on a quarterly level, this can be of great advantage. Now, when I was going through some of these initially, since I've already done a lot of searching in the same type of forums and things like that, I would get a lot of duplicates that way. But I was able to find people that I hadn't tapped through a different resource, and I could go one place, do a search here, and find more information on them. So, and the other thing is, I forgot to mention this, you can save your searches so you can always go back to them. And especially when we jump in and we search or we don't have a lot of time to search, it gives us an option to save our work and come back to it. So yeah, definitely check this out. I was really impressed with it, and I know I'll drop the contacts that I was talking to in the job in the link description once I edit this up a little bit and maybe put a music track on it. But hopefully this helps. Again, thanks for watching, and John, and thanks for joining John and watching me live. I'm still working on the whole live thing, but this is definitely working, and I really think it's cool to kind of do this via live stream. So expect more of these, and I'm glad that you guys can see this. And yeah, again, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing, and let's keep doing this. Thanks.